He always sang a song when he started off by burning quiet villages, killing peaceful civilians. He felt happier to put an end to any woman's, old man's and child's life with a dagger on his belt. He will increase the number of victims in his account. This time he set off for the Garadaghli village. He was Manvel Yegizaryan, who commanded Arabo group of Armenian mercenary terrorists. Aramo group. It consisted of cutthroat murderers. They have their own signatures. They burned the bodies of peaceful civilians after killing them. This group was commanded by Aram Torgomyan. He killed dozens of sinless people in France by signing for massive bloodshed actions, but he remained unpunished for crimes. Murdering people and carrying out explosions were his profession. Therefore, he grew nervous when someone was not tragically killed. He was coldly indifferent to the personality, age, and gender of the killed. The main thing was that the killer should perform his duty well. He was Monte Melkonyan, nicknamed Avo, a leader of Asala terrorist organization. Manvel, Aram, and Monte. On February the 17th, 1992, these three terrorists were the massacre leaders in the Garadaghli village, and these three terrorists would have deserved fitting punishment for their leadership of both massacres. Arabo and Arama group militants threw 38 captives of peaceful civilians, including women, into the well, not far from the Garadaghli village. The soldiers of Arabo and Arama groups shot the captives dead and cut them all with their knives. Member of patriotic group from Ashtarak, Edo by name, poured petrol over several men and burned them with matches. And when Monte approached the trenches, he saw the remains of the burnt bodies there. The genocide has been committed. 68 civilians of Azerbaijani nationality were killed in the end of the massacre. And the main subject of the film is not only to depict the horrors of Armenian terrorists in the Garadaghli village. Law investigates the process of the crime and gives an assessment of the event taken place at the moment of the crime. This is the duty of law. This film investigates the issues that haven't been touched upon concerning the Garadaghli genocide, and the genocide which has been carried out and is still continuing up to the present. This film tells us about the fate of the children whose parents were killed by Armenians during the Garadaghli tragedy. Both of these babies were deprived of their father, one after 2 years of his birth, the other before his birth. The latter is deprived of his birthday too.
Fevralın 17-si mənim atamın yenidən doğulduğu tarixdir, mənim cismimdə. Çünki qəribə də olsa, yəni təsadüfdür ki, mən 17 fevraldan adam olmuşam. O ərəfələrdə də bizim kənd işğal olunub, atam da o ərəfələrdə şəhid olub.
20 ilimin demək olar ki, ən yaxşı günlərim əsgərlik, hərbi həyatımda keçirtmişəm. Çünki mən orada olanda daha çox hiss edirdim. Mən ilk dəfə atamı orada yuxuda görmüşəm. Yəni düzdür, üzün görməsəm də, amma ilk dəfə orada yuxumda görmüşəm.
Their mother, Khuraman Khanım, took great pains to bring them up without letting them feel fatherless life. But there were bounds. It was beyond the bounds of possibility. When the children grew and went to school and saw other children going together with their fathers, a question arose by itself. And where's my father?
Büyüyəndə hər şey Özüm başa düşürsən dedim o. Onların o ata kəlməsində çox dillərinə gətirmirdilər. Çünki yox idi.
Khuraman Khanım, her sons, Rashad and Farid, are not the only ones who are deprived of seeing their fathers since their childhood and asking about their fathers. There are 146 children from Garadaghli. Dozens of mothers from Garadaghli feel quite helpless in the face of the question, where's my father?
Ben balacılı vaxt olanda mamaya deyirdim ki, bəs hamı qəbr üstünə gedir də. Biz getmirik atamın üstünə, qəbr üstünə. Deyir ki, qızım, atanın qəbr üstü burada yoxdur. Daha ermənilərin yanındadır. Sonra da dinlədim.
Ayşan found her consolation in her mother. It was her mother, Zernishan Khanım, who always encouraged her, but her mother couldn't endure such a life, and the inner pain caused her death. When she breathed her last sigh, she said, "I'm going to stay with Mobil," and then closed her eyes forever.
Çətindir çox. Anam rəhmətə gedəndən sonra laf çətindir. Anam da yoxdur həyatda.
Khanım Huseynova. 4 people in her family were killed by Armenian terrorists. Khanım was 7 then. On September the 8th, 1991, Armenians shot to death 8 of the passengers in the bus on the route between Ağdam and Garadaghli. Khanım's mother, Rahila Huseynova, was among them. 5 months later, on February the 16th, her brother Khan Ali became a martyr in the battles of Garadaghli. A day passes. On February the 17th, Khanım's father Habib and brother Ibish were taken captives among the civilians when their village was occupied by Armenians. Ibish was 15 years old then. Khanım couldn't go on speaking. She looked through the photos for 20 minutes. Khanım has felt